Welcome to another edition of Feedback Friday here inside of Made You Look Video Marketing's Facebook group. For the new folks, Feedback Friday is a cool little feature that we started doing here inside of the group where on Monday, I, Nicholas Ayers, owner, creator of Made You Look Video Marketing, I ask you, the members, to post a link of a video that you've done, a recent video that you've done, a video that you're wanting feedback on, a video that you have implemented, that you're using, and that you're not seeing the results or you're wanting to see better results. And we're going to break down that video. We're going to break down all the good things that I think, in my own subjective opinion, that worked really, really well, the things that you're doing right. But also, deep breath. That coffee went down the wrong pipe. But also, we're going to talk about some of the bad things, well, or just things that could be improved upon, things that you could tweak. And the whole goal and the whole purpose is that you are watching this as a community member and you're going, man, that idea number one is really solid. I should use that in my own business. But then you also get to see some of the good things, and you also get to see some of the things right off the bat that you can change or tweak or implement in your strategy so that you can already start on a better footing. Now, we don't just break down just the video. That's a huge component of it, naturally. But we're going to talk about the entire strategy. We're going to talk about the entire component on how the video was used, where it was placed inside of the funnel, for lack of a better term, and we're going to kind of break down what could be done different or how it could be improved on so that more people start to take action as a result of watching the video. Today's video is brought to us by fellow independent insurance agency owner Nick James over in Oklahoma. What he's doing is he's running a Facebook ad that is prompting people to enter into a drawing. They are filling in their information, and then they're hitting a separate landing page where there's a video on the page, and it's prompting them to book a call. And so I talked to him a little bit last night. I got some of the details. He's told me that he's got about 40 entries in the raffle, in the contest, and he's got about 4 people to book an appointment. He also has some other automation tied into it. So we're going to break down the entire strategy. We're going to break down the entire funnel to see how we can get more people to take action within the funnel, watch the video, and to do what he says and to book an appointment. So let's take a look now. It's short, it's sweet, it's only about 15 to 30 seconds long, so it's going to get right to the point. So there's not a lot to break down from a technical aspect, but we're going to use the time and we're going to break down the video, but then we're also going to break down the entire distribution strategy. Let's take a look at the video.
Thank you so much for submitting an entry into our contest. In the next few days, you'll be receiving a call from me in order to complete your registration for this contest. We also would like to see if we can get you a better deal on your auto, home, life, or maybe business insurance. To make things easier for you, you can schedule a time to speak with me. Just click on the link and select a time that works for you. You'll be putting an appointment directly on my calendar, and you will receive a confirmation email and text message. Thanks again, and I'm looking forward to getting to know you.
All right, so that's pretty basic. Like I said, it's only 32 seconds long, so there's not a lot to break down there. There are a couple tweaks that I think immediately, just on the video, that I think that, Nick, you can do a little bit better job of. Let's break down the good stuff first. Number one, I think the color on the video is okay. I think it's pretty good. I think you have a very simple, soft background. I think that works well. I think you look very natural. You feel and sound very natural on camera. You're not tripping up your words. You sound like a confident person. And I think a lot of times that translates very well to video. The more confident you are, the more likely your buyer is going to be confident in you. So you sound comfortable, you sound relaxed, you sound like you're in your zone. And so that's really, really well. I think the length of the video is also very, very good. I think your lighting is okay, it's great. It's not awesome. It's not perfect, but who really cares? I think it's good. I think we can see you. I think you look natural, you look good. All right. Let's get into the things that I think you could do a little bit better job of, or that you could tweak, just from a film aspect, and then we'll get into the final aspect. So, there's a lot of pauses, and I hit on this last week in last week's Friday feedback video. I would utilize a little bit more cuts in your content. So, as an example, I'm just going to paraphrase the content here. Hi, my name is Nick James, and thank you so much for filling out a form on the website. Really looking forward to talking with you, and I think we can help you out. Let's schedule an appointment. Thank you so much. Those long pauses kind of do a little bit of damage to you. I think if you just kind of cut off the ends there, cut off the beginning, and you butt those two things together, have quicker transitions, I think that will help you out a little bit. I'm not sure what you're editing in, but take a second off of, or just to the last frame right before you start talking. Just take it back to that last frame. Do the same thing on the next clip. Take it to the first frame. So there's no gaps, there's no pauses in your speech, and you just kind of put those things together. It also creates a little bit of eye movement and transitionally wise. You kind of, your eyes kind of twitch a little bit. It kind of keeps the viewer engaged. The other thing I would do, and I know this sounds really, really dumb, but your posture. Your posture in the video. You know. Your posture's kind of like this. Again, this is ticky-tack. I fully understand, but you want to engage the viewer. You want to sit up straight. You want to direct them. Everything, you got to look at yourself as a matador on film or on screen. You've got to be the matador. You are leading the bull. You've got to bring people in. You've got to engage people. I'm not saying be a slapstick moron, but there's a lot to be said from a person who's viewing this who's never seen you. Their first impression is pretty key, right? So stand up, sit up straight, be a little bit more intentional with your movement, be a little bit more intentional with the way that you're positioning yourself. The other thing I'm gonna tell you to do, my man, is get a microphone. Right here. Get a microphone. I can hear you fine. Again, little things. I mean, this is only a 32-second video, so we only have so much to break down. But get a microphone, have clear audio. I say it way too many times. People will watch a bad video, but they will not tolerate a bad video or a bad video with bad audio. So make sure people can hear you clear. There's little to no echo. Reduce that as much as you possibly can. And I think you would be great. We're going to break down how it looks in the funnel, because I think if I break it down here, it's not going to make a lot of sense. So let's take a look at the actual funnel itself. Okay, so here's your funnel, Nick, and I'm not seeing what the actual ad looks like. I'm only seeing what the landing page looks at, or what the landing page takes me to. So let's just kind of go through this here and kind of see how this works. I see that it's a giveaway ad. You're prompting people to get a 12-month family pass to the Oklahoma City Zoo, and that they can get up to 50 more entries by submitting different, if they want auto, home, life, business, health insurance. Okay, so I'm not going to talk about the layout of the ad. That's not what we're here for. So let's just fill this out and see how this goes. I'm gonna use this as though I was someone who hit your ad. Okay, give me 10, and yeah, sure, I'll take auto and home. Why not? All right, moment of truth. Want 50 more entries? Since you're already entered, why not 50 times, or increase it by your chances of winning by 50 times? Simply click the button below and schedule a time to talk to me directly about your insurance. I'll work to understand your needs and get you the best deal possible on your insurance. Schedule appointment now. Okay. I'll tell you what I think right off the bat here, Nick. I think that there needs to be a stronger call to action to watch this video, number one. And I also think that your thumbnail here on the video needs to be changed. I like you a lot, but if I'm just seeing this, I'm probably not clicking on this. I might click on it just because I'm intrigued, but as a marketer, but I'm not really clicking on this. I think your thumbnail on YouTube plays a huge role in getting people to take action. I mean, you're talking about getting more entries into a contest, right? Getting more quotes, getting people to book an appointment. I would change my thumbnail on this video. It's a still image, right? You've got to get their attention. And I understand that this is a video that you probably are going to use for multiple things. But I would just tweak up just take one picture here, because again, it's all about getting people to take action. I would take one picture here of you maybe like holding raffle tickets in a really weird, crazy way where it's, it's pretty simple. It's pretty easily done. You just change the thumbnail inside of your YouTube video to be something that people want to click on. Get it something that it causes them to take action, pays attention to what it's doing, and I think you'll have a little bit better success. The other thing I would do is I would probably, this is just my personal opinion, I would see if you're going to watch this on desktop, I probably would have these off to the side. I would put my text here on the left side. I would put my video here on the right side. That's because people read right to left, top to bottom, left to right. So I would move the video down here over to the right side, have a different thumbnail. I would also change the color of my schedule appointment now. I would get people I would have that stand out a little bit more by using a different color. I mean, you're using blue on blue. I understand your colors are probably blue, but again, just for the sake of getting people to take action and pay attention, you have to really hit them in the jugular on some things. You hit them in the jugular by changing your thumbnail, by changing your call to action button. Let's see here. And there's nothing on here that directs me to watch the video. There's absolutely nothing that directs me to watch the video, other than your title here in your YouTube video. I mean, it just looks like it's a video that's there for it being there. That's all it looks like. I mean, it's just sitting there on the page, and there's no real reason. People need to have a reason to click on the video. That's going to come in your imagery, but they also have to be directed. They have to be led to take action in watching the video, and you have to direct them to do that. So that would be my advice here. And that's the breakdown of your funnel with the video. I think it's a solid strategy. I use it a lot as well, and it can be pretty powerful. But again, you have to give them, you have to direct them to take action here, because everything is just kind of floating here. You have text, you have a button, and you have a video, and none of them are congruent at all. Another thing I noticed in your video is that I have no idea who you are. There's no title. There's nothing directing me to who you are. There is nothing telling me that you're Nick James. And I think that can actually really help you here, give you some rapport, build some credibility. It doesn't have to be anything fancy, but I would put a little title in the video that says, Nick James, owner of XYZ Insurance Agency, Synergy Insurance Agency. And, use that, number one, just to get the eye to move a little bit, but two, build a little bit rapport, build a little bit of credibility with your viewer. Another thing that I saw that was lacking here in your video as I go back to it and as I see the breakdown of the funnel is there's no similarities. I understand, I mentioned it before, you're probably using this video for a lot of different things. I get it. But if you're going to have this, I think there has to be congruency between the ad itself, the landing page, and the confirmation page. They all have to be the same. And so creating a video that says, where you get in front of the camera and you're like, do you want more entries? Do you need do you want to go take little Johnny, little Susie to the zoo for a year on us? Then schedule an appointment below. Let's get cracking on this proposal or whatever you want to do. Give them a call to action, but have there be some sort of congruency in the video, the ad, and the landing page. They all have to have a similar message. Other than that, man, I know that this was probably one of your first forays into this. I think you're off to a great start. I just think little tweaks, again, I'll recap them. Thumbnail on the video, huge. Title, microphone, maybe a little bit of music, something that kind of gets them to. You want people to like you. Different posture, jump cuts in your content, in the content that you're using. I think you can make some small tweaks, and I think you can get a better success rate, better than 10% of people booking an appointment with you. I mean, I think if you get this to 15%, 20%, I think that's also really good. And another thing is maybe use some different parts of video throughout. I don't know what the other parts are, but maybe there's a video on the landing page. It doesn't have to be anything of you, but just of animals, of the zoo. Get people excited. That's probably what I would do on your entry form. Put a little video of some animals from the zoo. You don't have to talk, right? But put people in that situation. Get them to get excited about it. That's all I got. Again, every Monday, look for the post where I'm asking you to post a link. I'll do my best to break it down and to tell you what I think was well, what I think could be improved on, so that we all can learn together. You guys have a great day. This has been the second edition of Feedback Friday. I'm out.